Hello students, how are you? I hope all of you are safe at home and enjoying winters. Students, in the previous class I started chapter 9, that is simple and compound interest, and I completed the exercise 9a, in which I explained you what is simple interest, what is amount, how can we find simple interest for a given principal, how can we find time or rate of principal, or how can we find amount. Today I will start exercise 9b, in which you will study about compound interest. So let us start. What is compound interest? When the interest is calculated on the amount of the previous year, then it is called compound interest. If in banks, if we deposit some money in saving account, we receive compound interest along with the deposited amount. The amount which we deposit in our saving bank account, we get a compound interest on the deposited amount. It will be more clear, or you will be able to understand it after studying this example. See, example 4. Find the amount and the compound interest on a sum of rupees 5,000 for 3 years at 12% per annum. Before explaining this question, you should know what is the difference between simple interest and compound interest. Difference between simple interest and compound interest. In simple interest, interest is calculated on the principal at the very beginning. In compound interest, the amount of the last conversion period becomes the principal for the next period. The amount of the last conversion period becomes the principal for the next period. I will explain it in the example. Second point is principal remains constant throughout the tenure. Constant throughout means remains same. Principal remains same throughout the tenure. Tenure means given time. Whatever time is given, principal remains same, and here principal changes periodically. After every year or every half year, principal changes in compound interest. Simple interest is given by the formula. We can find simple interest by using this formula. Simple interest is equal P into R into T upon 100. Where P is principal. Principal means amount borrowed or lent out. R is rate of interest, T is time. And here we use this formula to find the compound interest. Compound interest is given by the formula. Compound interest is equal P into 1 plus R upon 100 power n minus 1. Or we can find first simple amount, then we will subtract the principal from the amount. See here in this example. Find the amount and the compound interest on a sum of 5,000 rupees for 3 years at 12% interest per annum. Students, you have already done this question. Find the simple interest for the following. Now you have to notice what is the difference between when we find simple interest or when we find compound interest. See, here principal for first year is 5,000 rupees. This is the principal only for first year. First year means 1 year. Then rate will remain same. Rate is 12% per annum, and time here it is given in the question 3 years, but we will take only 1 year time. First we will find the interest only 1 year, not 3 year. So simple interest, that is SI1. SI1 means simple interest for 1 year, is equal P1 R into 1. 1 is time, PRT upon 100. So we will take P as 5,000 rupees, R is 12% and time is 1 year upon this 100. See, 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel, then 50 into 12. It is 600. This is the simple interest only for 1 year. Only for 1 year, not 3 year. So first we will calculate the simple interest only for 1 year. And we get it as 600 rupees. Now this simple interest will be added to this principal. See here, A1 amount for the first year is equal P1 plus SI1. This is SI. So principal is 5,000 plus 600. We get interest here. Now it is 5,600. This is the amount at the end of the first year. Now this amount at the end of first year will become principal for the next year. Next year means second year. So simple interest for SI2. SI2 simple interest for second year. SI2 is equal P2 into R into T. T again we will take 1. Here we will find interest 3 times, taking 1 year time. So P2 now we will take this principal as principal, this P2. This is P2. This is P2. Now we will take this amount as principal 5,600. Rate of interest will remain same 12%. Time will remain again 1 year. For 1 year we have find out the interest. Now this 1 year is means second year. Again solve it. 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel. 56 into 12 is 672. Now this is the interest for second year. This is the interest for first year. This is the interest for second year. Now this interest will be added to this principal. See here. P2 is equal A1 equal 5,600. Now this interest will be added to this principal. So principal will become here. See this one, not that line. See here. A2 is equal P2 plus SI2. P2 was 5,600 and simple interest SI2 is 672. It is 6,272 rupees. This is the amount at the end of second year. Now this amount will be taken as the principal for the third year because time is given 3 years. Now we will take this amount as principal and we will find simple interest for the third year. So simple interest SI3 for third year is equal SI2 equal P3, sorry, this is P3 into R into 1 upon 100. Now this is P3, 6,272. Rate of interest will remain same into 1 upon 100. Now when we multiply this 6,272 by 12, we get 75,264 upon this 100. When we divide this number by 100, we get 752.64. This is the interest for the third year at the end of third year. So students, you saw here, first we find interest only for 1 year, then this interest is added to this principal, and after adding this interest and this principal we get this amount. Now this amount becomes principal for the second year. Then we get interest 672. Interest of second year is greater than interest of first year. After getting this interest, we will add this interest to this amount, which is here principal. Then after adding these two numbers, these two amount, we get the principal for the third year. And using that amount, we find interest for the third year. Clear? Now add this amount to this principal. We get this amount. This is the final amount. This is the final amount. So therefore the compound interest at the end of 3 years, we will add all three interest rates, SI1, SI2 and SI3. First interest for first year was 600. Interest for second year was 672. Interest for third year was 752.64. We will add these three amount and we get final interest 2024.64 rupees. And amount is this one. Clear? It will be more clear when we will solve the given exercise. When I will explain by solving these questions, it will be more clear. Now we can find this compound interest using this formula also. We can find this compound interest for 3 years by doing this method. We will find interest for 1 by 1 year, or we can find compound interest for 3 years using direct this method, this formula. So as per the given instructions, we will apply the formula. Okay. So now come to new exercise 9b. What is the first question? First question is complete the table using the formula for compound interest. C. Using the formula for compound interest if the interest is compounded annually. Annually means per year. So here in question 1, we have to find compound interest using the formula. Using this formula. We will not apply this method here. We will use formula. This formula method is easy. So see, it's A part. In A part, principal is 4,000 rupees. Rate of interest is 5%. Time is 1 year. So see here, principal is 4,000 rupees, rate of interest 5% per annum, time is 1 year. We will use this formula A. A means amount equal principal within bracket 1 plus R upon 100 power n. Students, when you will write this formula, be careful. Sometimes students do mistake, which is a blunder mistake. How they write? A is equal P into 1 plus R upon 100 power n. What is the difference between this and this? Here you see this 100 is only below this R, and here this is 100, denominator 100 is and numerator is 1 plus R. Here numerator is only R. So if you are writing this formula like this, it is totally wrong and you will get 0 marks. So be careful when you write this formula. You will write this formula like this. A is equal P into 1 plus R upon 100. Only upon 100 power n, like this. This is R upon 100, not 1 plus R upon 100. Clear? So A is equal P into 1 plus R upon 100 power n. What is n? N is timings. Now put the values. P is 4000. So we will write in place of P 4000. 1 plus R. R is 5% upon 100 power n. N means time. Time is here given 1 year. So we will write here 1. Now simplify these two numbers if they can be simplified then. 5 1 is 5, 5 2 is 10, 0. Now this is 4000, 1 plus 1 upon 20 power n. Now this 4000, we will take it as like this, 20 1 is 20. We will take it in short, 20 1 is 20 plus this one, 21. Because students, if we simplify it, see here, 1 plus 1 upon 20. This one will be considered as 1 upon 1. Now take LCM 1 and this 1 and 20, LCM 20. Then we will divide this 20 by 1. We get 20. Then 20 multiply 1. 21 is 20. Now this 20 divided by this 21. Then 1 1 is 1. 20 plus 1, 21 upon 20. We get 21 upon 20. So we will take it in short. We will take, multiply this one, 21 is 20, then plus 1, 21. So 4000 into 21 upon 20 power n. Now this 4000 into, write this 21 upon 20. Now simplify it, 0, 0 cancel, 2 1 is 2, 2 2 is 4, 0, 0. Now 200 multiply 21, it is 4200. This is the amount we have got. We have found out amount 4200. Now compound interest is equal A minus P. Now what is the value of A? A is 4200 and P is 4000. So compound interest is equal 200. Clear? Now come to second, B part. In B part, see, principal is given 4500 rupees, time is given 2 years, and rate of interest is given 5% per annum. Again we will use the same formula. A is equal P 1 plus R upon 100 power n. Now A is equal, P is 4500, then bracket 1 plus rate of interest 5 upon 100, bracket close, n is 2. Here time is 2 years. So we will write here 2. 5 1 is 5, 5 2 is 10, 0. Now A is equal 4500, 1 plus this 1 upon 20 whole power 2. Now A is equal 4500, 20 1 is 20 plus 1, 21 upon 2, 21 upon 20, then whole power 2. Now 4500 multiply, write this 21 upon 20 2 times. 21 upon 20 into 21 upon 20, because here time is 2 years. If it is 3, then we will write it 3 times. Now 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel. 45 multiply 21 upon this 2 multiply 2. When we multiply 45 into 21, we get 19,845 upon 2 2 is 4. Now divide this number by 4, we get 4,961.25. This is the amount. Compound interest is equal A minus P. A is 4,961.25 minus 4,500. 0.00, we get 461.25. Now it's a C part, you will do self, same as we have done B part. Come to D part. In D part, principal is given 8,000 rupees, rate of interest is given 6% per annum, time is 3 years. Again we will use the same formula. A is equal P into 1 plus R upon 100 power n. Now A is equal, P is 8,000, 1 bracket 1 plus rate is 6 upon 100, bracket close, then time is 3 years. Simplify this, 2 3 is 6, 2 5 is 10, 0. A is equal 8,000, 1 plus this 3 upon 50 whole power 3, then 8000, 50 1 50 plus 3, it is 53. So A is equal 8000 into 53 upon 50 whole power 3. A is equal 8000 into, here time is 3 times 3 years, so we will write this 53 upon 53 times, 53 upon 50 into 53 upon 50 into 53 upon 50. 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel, 0 0 cancel. Now this 8 into 53 into 53 into 53 upon 5 into 5 into 5. Now when we multiply these all four numbers, we get 11,91,016 upon this 5 5 ja 25, 5 ja 125. When we divide this number by this 125, we get 9,528.128. When we write this number up to second place of decimal, we will write 9,528.13. This 2 will becomes 3 because this digit is greater than 5. We will neglect this digit and 2 becomes 3. Now compound interest is equal A minus B. A is 9,528.13 minus principal is 8,000. So it will be written 8,000.00. So compound interest is equal 1,528.13. I think now this formula and these sums are clear to you. Come to its E part. See here its E part. And try to understand it yourself. I have solved it, but you try to understand self. I have already explained 3 questions or 3 parts of question number 1. Now you try itself yourself. Okay students, you complete this first question in your notebook, all 5 parts you have to do in your notebook, and students you write date also. Okay, thank you students.